Hello, this is Photography Gamer, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm reviewing Warhammer 40,000 Inquisitor Martyr for the PS4. The game is also available on the Xbox One and Microsoft Windows. Warhammer 40k Inquisitor Martyr is a top-down action-adventure game developed by Core Games. You play as an Inquisitor who discovers an abandoned ship in space which turns out to be the Martyr, a fortress monastery that disappeared 5,000 years ago. The initial prologue sees you investigate the ship to find out what the hell is going on. The game can be played solo and has co-op modes both online and locally. So what is the game like to play? Well, you get to choose from 3 classes of warrior, then you're dropped into the Martyr to explore and investigate. And it's chaos and carnage during the vast majority of your encounters with enemies, from exploration to horde-based sections. The controls are okay, but the game really should have been a twin-stick shooter and the gunplay feels a bit weird at first. But once you get used to the controls and the cover-based shooting, it's not so bad. You can deploy turrets, use melee weapons or various other options which are unlockable as you progress. However, the prologue to this game is so badly handled, it's ridiculous. The levels look so bland at the start and it is very tedious in the prologue. But after an hour you'll open up the galaxy map and that really is where the game starts to come into its own. There's loads of locations to visit and the missions you take on are quite varied and they have a very addictive loop, mainly because of the loot system. As you take on enemies you'll automatically collect huge amounts of stuff ranging from weapons, armour and all sorts of other things. These can be sold at the hub or applied to your character's loadout. You can level up and choose what perks you'd like, and I'd say the game does a really good job in terms of freedom and in terms of choosing your character's customization. So in summary, there's lots of levels, lots of missions and plenty of chaos and carnage to get your teeth into, whether it's solo or cooperatively. Graphically the game really struggles, especially performance wise, with some major frame rate issues during the busiest moments. But the levels do look quite nice once you get into the open universe and visit other locations, but the first few levels do look horrendous. Also, the menu fonts are badly optimized and they're very hard to read. And overall, the menu inventory screen is really poorly optimized and makes inventory sections a real chore. The sound effects, they're pretty punchy, and the voice acting, although not amazing, it does the job. The music is fine, but again, it's nothing to write home about. Okay, what's good and what's bad? What's good? The action is relentless and once you get to grips with it, it's a lot of fun. It's a great co-op experience, the level variety and missions are pretty good, and the loop of killing, looting and leveling up gets very addictive. What's bad? The prologue is absolutely awful, the controls feel a bit weird, the graphics aren't great, nor is the frame rate, and the menus, they're poorly optimized. So what's the verdict? Warhammer 40k Inquisitor Martyr initially seems like a bit of a disaster, but once you get past the terrible prologue, the game becomes a vastly improved experience. The levels are varied and it's full-on action pretty much all the way. The amount of loot, weapons, armour and customization is very impressive and it makes each level worth playing, as you're always progressing up the levels, earning more currency or just looting the hell out of everything. You know, it's not on the level of a Diablo 3 per se, which is the best game in this type of genre, but it's not as bad as it first seems. Honestly, the prologue, it's so drab and uninspiring, many people will just switch off, but if you stick with it, get through that crap, then there is a decent chaotic action combat game here to enjoy. So my score for Warhammer 40k Inquisitor Martyr is 7.75 out of 10. Okay, that was the review, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. This is Photography Gamer, signing off. Thank you.